We watched him flip out on his hit Bravo series for over 10 years, but now he's back with an all-new home renovation show. Put your hands together for celebrity designer Jeff Lewis. Yeah. Hi, Jeff.
Thank you. Hi. My new show is much calmer and more zen than your show. Wow. You guys are all fired up today. I have anxiety.
I bet you do. It's okay. We have plenty of anti-anxiety medication here in the building. We sure do. We'll message you some.
We are more anti-anxiety medication than show.
We have a lot. Definitely.
So, Jeff, I'm also Jeff as well, and we saw you literally, speaking of flipping out, flip out on your show, which I always flip. I think it's a Jeff thing. So how would you describe yourself now? You seem very calm.
I have my moments, but I'm definitely, I'm a more mature man now and a little bit more evolved. And a lot of things have happened in my life, my personal life. I had a baby. I kind of restructured my business because I realized it was so completely crazy and stressful, and it was affecting my health. And so I think you're going to find it's a very different, I think this show, they're calling it more of a sequel than a reboot.
Oh, good.
Become the second half of my life.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of sequels, I mean, if that's the case, because I've watched every single episode with my husband of Flipping Out. So I got to know, if you're doing this sequel, not reboot, have you, where do your relationships stand with you and Jenny? What about Zoila? Are we going to see them reappear in this new series?
Look, I mean, you said that you've watched every episode of Flipping Out. I've had a lot of friendships and relationships in my life. And, some of these relationships I learn from, I repair, and then some are beyond repair. I mean, I will tell you that Zoila retired, and then she came out of retirement to help me a few days a week with Monroe. So Monroe is still very much in my life. You'll see a few people that are still work with me that you might recognize from Flipping Out. And then there's a lot of people that are no longer in my life. So you've got to understand too, as a part of restructuring my business and making it more efficient and more profitable, there were people that worked for me that had also other aspirations and other motivations. And I really need people around me that kind of are along this same, that still want the same goals and dreams that I want, which is, you want to be a designer? Do you want to be in construction? Do you want to be in real estate? Okay, this job is for you. But, after being on TV for 11 years, a lot of people came to me under the guise of wanting me to mentor them in the design business, but really they just wanted to be on TV. And I had to, and I found that out, unfortunately, many, many, many times, that people were there for the wrong reason.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. I can understand that.
Well, let's get to your new show, Hollywood Houselift. Now, what was the most lavish, expensive renovation that you undertook?
I think, and it kind of kept growing. So what happened was, some of the celebrities, we would agree, we would put together the scope of work, and a lot of them liked what we were doing, and then they would add to the project. So now I want to do this, or now I want to do this. I want to continue the landscaping in the backyard. So I think probably at this point, Anthony Anderson's job is the largest because I'm still working for him. So once we finished phase 1, we went to phase 2, phase 3. Now we're talking about phase 4. It's a big property. It's a lot of landscape, hardscape. We're looking at putting in a pool, a guest house. So that is still going on even after the show.
Wow. I just know that I need to look at my home in phases. I didn't know. That's when you made it.
Or you hire Jeff Lewis.
Yes, right.
If he's available. Okay.
Sometimes it's easier to break it up in phases, especially, if you're writing these large checks, sometimes you want to see something done, right? So if you're spending all this money, before you get them to commit spending more and more money, you kind of want to finish completely phase 1. See, look what we did. Look where your money's going. You're happy. You love what I did. Now let's talk about phase 2.
Smart.
I love it.
You guys have to watch Jeff's new show.
It's upselling. There you go.
Upselling. You got to watch Hollywood Houselift with Jeff Lewis, which is streaming June 10th on Amazon Freevee. Thanks so much for chatting with us, Jeff. We hope that we can have you back on. We'll be right back. Thanks, Jeff.
I like that look too. I'm gonna rock a vest.
I know. Doesn't it look good?
Yeah,
he
owns a casino.
He looks good. Like a